everyone, I'm pseudo-McCoy25. Welcome back to another video. So, today, I'm going to be doing some Battlefield 4 gameplay. Currently I'm using the Scar H. Like I said in one of my other videos, I said that I used this gun a lot in Battlefield 3, but never really in this one, which is quite a shame because it's a very good gun. Sorry about hitting that. I took off my headset because it's not very comfortable at all. It's not the PlayStation 1, I'd say. It's or something like that. A60, which I don't recommend buying at all. The microphone quality isn't that bad, but it's just not comfortable, for me at least. Mine also, I've been having difficulties on the PC. Like, it will just randomly, like, the audio won't work. And what I usually do for that is just unplug it and plug it back in. But it's just a pain. I would recommend getting the Logitech G430s or the G230s. The 230s are just a dumbed down version, I guess you could say. It doesn't come with a USB adapter, and it's basically just meant for PC, but you can always get the adapter. I used it on the PS3 once, it wasn't bad. The microphone quality is pretty bad, but it's not too bad. It's okay. It would be okay for a headset, like, not for YouTube, but for like just gaming, I guess you'd say, just playing games with like your friends. It's pretty clear, but it's just, well, actually when I record it on the PC, it kind of has a little bit of a static noise to it. I don't know how, or I don't know why, but it does. And yeah, sorry, I'm talking about headsets and not the actual game, but this is something to talk about. I usually forget, or not forget, but don't know what to talk about usually in these gameplays, but currently I'm trying to use the Scar more because I want to get like the assault rifles like pretty mastered, or to an extent, use most of the assault rifles, you know. Right now I've used all of them, I think, or not all of them, but the most, like the ones that you can actually unlock just from leveling them, I have basically all of them, but not like the DLC and everything. I don't have any of the DLCs. I only have the game, just because it was on sale one day, and the PlayStation comes with, you know, $10. I already told this story. What am I thinking about? I thought it was really boring because it was like one of my first videos, I think. I don't know. I think I talked about it. Oh, that's a bad guy. Oh crap. Man, I suck at this game. Bad. But yeah, I've used most of the assault rifles. I can actually show you my assault rifles. Oh, right. There we go. So I've got most of them, just like not these ones. I don't really know how. I don't know how to get any of them except that one and that one. I just don't get them. I just don't really have time. But yes, I have completed the campaign. I just don't know where that one is. But I have used all of them. Not all, like not very well, but I have used most of them for quite a while. I haven't used the FAMAS very much. It is one of my favorite weapons, yes, but I don't know. I couldn't really use it because of the small clip for how much rate of fire it has. I think it said 1,000, which is more than the P.90, which is a PDW with a very high rate of fire, you know. That's why I could never really get into it, because it's just too fast for the clip. But yeah, at least I got third on the leader, or fourth at least. 10 and 6 isn't bad. Well, it's definitely not great. I really need to work on my battlefield skills. Although it's really just about having fun and not your KD. But whatever. I still think it's a little bit important to have an okay KD, you know? But whatever. We're gonna play Paracel Storm next. It's cool. I thought it would say... Oh, maybe it's here. Oh, it loaded, and then the game loads, of course. But yeah, Paracel Storm's pretty good. I like the Levolution thing, but I wish this had as good of like destruction as like Red Faction Gorilla, I think it's called. It's really hard to pronounce the name. I don't remember the pronunciation, but that is the name-ish. But that one has really good destruction. I wish the destruction was more like that, and not the crappy destruction that works on some things, or the preloaded ones. I think that's kind of dumb. I'm not really a big fan of the preloaded things. I don't really know what to call it. Preloaded revolutions. That's what they call it, revolution. But it's really not that cool. It's not as cool as everybody says it is, but it's pretty cool. It's, you know, a lot of games have tried Levolution, at least to an extent of what Levolution is. But, yeah, it doesn't really work out for other games, but Battlefield is definitely something that made the game more interesting, like the trailer. But it never really changed the gameplay. But some people think it's really cool, but it's really not anything to change the gameplay. Unless you're a sniper and you are on that building when they break it. But I hate how it like instantly kills you on the level, like if you're in the Levolution. I wish that you would go down with the building, then you would die from the fall, and not the actual Levolution. You know, but that's something I was kind of mad about when I first started playing this game. But also I wanted to talk about Battlefield Hardline. A lot of people think this game's amazing and all that, but I really don't think so, because it just seems like it's not a Battlefield game, you know? It seems like it's just a thing for the company to make money, because it's like this plays at the same resolution as Battlefield 4 on the both consoles, which is dumb, because why would they keep it the same when they can spend a little bit more time to optimize it for the system and maybe even play it at 1080p instead of the 720 on the Xbox One and the 900p on the PS4. But I don't know. It's more. A lot of people think that actually. I was watching one of Review Tech USA's videos. I can't English right now. But if you haven't watched him, he's really cool. I would recommend watching him. But anyways, he basically just talks about things, and he says that he thinks that they're just trying to make money because, it's kind of a rushed game. Battlefield 4 came out in 2013, so it's 2 years, but I mean, if they took a bit longer of a time, they could have made something cool out of it, the newish engine, about the Frostbite 3, which is a very good engine. I mean, as you can tell, it's very nice looking and all that, but I feel like they could have done a lot better with Battlefield Hardline. And is coming out pretty soon, actually, for everything. But, you know, they should have waited and made it, like, more good. That kind of makes sense a little bit. But they could just make it so much better of a release than Battlefield 4. And I think the release is going to be terrible for Battlefield Hardline. One of the things that I don't like about Battlefield Hardline is that it's made by the company that makes Dead Space. I'm sure Dead Space is a good game, but it's not their cup of tea, you know. They're not really. It might be their cup of tea, yes, but it's not what they're used to, you know. They make mostly third-person games. I don't know of any other games that are first-person that they make, but they definitely have made really good third-person games. But, first-person. That's, you know, I think that's why it won't be a very good release, is that it's just not very good of a game, I think. But a lot of people will like it, I bet. Just because, you know, Battlefield's always been a good game, you know. But that's mostly a good game. But, you know, some of that's just true. Battlefield's a very fun game if you are familiar with it, you know, because it's a little bit more, how do you explain it, realistic, a little bit more realistic than Call of Duty, just because of, like, bullet drop and kind of like that, but in the way they're both pretty realistic. They're not pretty realistic. Call of Duty is not very realistic, but they're almost as much realistic, just because of some of the physics in Battlefield 4 just don't really physics. Doesn't really physics. 0 out of 10. But it just, they're both not very good at good physics or, like, really any kind of realism. That's why, most people say, oh, Battlefield 4 is more realistic because it has bullet drop and takes less shots to kill and all that, but it's really about the same. But most people think that it's always better in Battlefield 4, or any Battlefield game, really. But where it can kind of break into a realism thing is graphics, and Battlefield 4 definitely has better graphics than most of the Call of Duty games. Like, this one came out around the time Ghosts did, which Call of Duty Ghosts had okay graphics and all, but it just wasn't the best. It wasn't as good as, you know, as Battlefield 4. And also another thing with Battlefield 4 is that it kind of has vehicles for one, but I don't really play Conquest very much. Just because I like the vehicles and I don't like his vehicles at the same time, because some of them are kind of dumb in a way, but some of them are really cool. Like jets, they're really cool to mess around with, but they're definitely not something that I can see using in actual use. The only thing I can see of doing is really cool trick shots with RPGs and stuff. That's it. But, you know, a lot of people actually use them for real, you know. But the Jeeps are really nice for transport and stuff, it's the bigger maps, but I mean, that's another thing, bigger maps, but I think they're pretty much the same in, like, amount of fun. I guess I went into a little bit of a Call of Duty versus Battlefield there, but they're both equally as fun and good. I think the story mode on COD has better, but it's always been a pretty story game, like, oriented. And the Battlefield games have started the campaign at Bad Company 2, I think. I'm not too sure, but I think that's when they started.